Hey friends, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites. Today we're going to jump into this short update video. I noticed that a lot of people enjoyed my Passion Planner video when I did an update about being 2 months in my Passion Planner. Now I'm about 3.5 months into my Passion Planner. So I was going to try to do it monthly, but I'm already 3.5, so not 3. So I've been in my Passion Planner since May the 1st, and today is August the 10th. This is what my week is looking like this week. And I'm going to tell you updates on how I'm feeling about it and how I'm using the Passion Planner, how it has evolved in the time I've been using it. So this week is a busy week. I use sticky notes a lot for planning things ahead. Sometimes I take them off and end up writing the item on that day, and sometimes I just don't end up taking them off. Sometimes if there's a list that I know is going to carry over to other weeks and I don't want to rewrite it, I will just put it on a sticky note and move it to the next week if it doesn't all get done, or revamp it on a new sticky note. Like, this is what my next week is looking like. And here's where we can talk about, we can go look. So this is kind of what my planning ahead looks like. I write stuff, events in as I know they will happen. Things that I think need to happen on that day or by that day, I will stick on sticky notes to help myself remember. Then I can move them and everything. I put like the day my son needs to mow the lawn on a sticky note, because depending on rain and our schedule, you know, that can change. He could do it the day before or the day after. So I like to leave that flexible. This is planning ahead. This is our first week of school. This is how my system has morphed. When I first started using the Passion Planner, I will show you guys, I used the time slots. So this was my very first week in the Passion Planner. It started out a wee bit neater, right? I've given each month a color, and I really love that because I can easily flip through and go to the color. That's one reason why I love the undated version, is because I get to date it and give it a color. And also it matches my month's color, and the undated, all the months are up front. So in a planner without tabs, I actually prefer that. I love them all being up front because I can easily future plan for my whole year, and they're all in a row up front. All the months are in a row. In a planner without tabs, that's almost crucial to me. I love that. I don't want to search for my months. I like how I can assign them a color. Like, I know August is this green, and it matches August in my planner. And so as I'm flipping and I get that color ingrained in my head for that month, it's very easy to tell where I am. So in the beginning, that's what I was showing you guys. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I put the timed appointments exactly where they went in the time slots. I had never actually used a timed planner before and used the times, but I thought I would give it a try this time. It turns out, for my planning as a stay-at-home mom, it's just, and for the way my brain works, that's not what I need, because my to-dos would end up just kind of going in between, and then I would be looking for the highlighted parts, like the appointments of where we're supposed to be. And so it just got to where I had to look a bit harder at, like, where are we supposed to be that day? I would also use my focus box for any appointment we were supposed to be at that day, but some days there was more than one appointment, and so I would go down and below the focus box, but I would also write them in at the time that they were at. But the way my brain works is I need any appointments or timed things to be just at the front of my day and show me that. So I stopped using the timeline at all. I just ignore it. And what I do now is I draw a line about 9 a.m., but I think I started going later back here. Yeah, then I went all the way up to 10:30 back here because I found out I probably wanted more time up there. So I think 10 or 10:30 might be my favorite time to draw that, but I started drawing it at 9 a.m. And what will go up there is any timed events, places I know we have to be that day at a certain time will go up here in today's focus, or right up here. They will go above the line. It will say the time of the appointment or whatever the event is, and it will have the event. And then I can easily look at my whole week and I can say, okay, that's easy to see. I know, we have something on this day. We don't have anything Tuesday. We have something this day. We have something that day. We have nothing Friday so far. Also, so when I'm making appointments, it's really easy for me to see because I can see which days are free and which days already have something. Now, things like violin lessons and scouts, I have memorized what times those are, so I do not need to write in the times. But so that is how I am using it. Also, I will put birthdays of immediate family or huge events up there, even if they're not a timed thing. So that's how that will work. And that works the best for me. I have no problem ignoring the times. I don't feel the need to cover them with washi tape. That's just me. I don't feel the need. And yes, my pages look really neat until I get to them. Unfortunately, then I actually use it. I'm actually a functional planner. So then it gets messy. And you can tell, even thinking ahead, I have my sticky notes. For those of you that haven't seen yet, in the front of any planner I use, I keep some of my 2-inch sticky notes cut up. So these are the little 2-inch rectangular sticky notes. I don't think I have any full ones on here. Oh, here. So here it is full. This is what the sticky note is, full size. And I cut those into halves, some of them, but most of them go into thirds. So that's one sticky note cut into thirds. I just stick it in the front and then always the sticky part at the top, so I know where to grab for it. I grab at the bottom and pull it off, and it's so easy for me to just make notes whenever I need to, plan ahead, and not have to go cut up any sticky notes or search for sticky notes. They're always here. And since I started doing this, I always plan on keeping these in the front of my planner. Now, I do wish Post-it made this size in all white because I would love that. But I did find a pack of really muted colors on Amazon, like a really light pink, a really light blue, and maybe a grayish blue. So I might use those for some months next year because I'm kind of sick of seeing only the yellow. But I don't want to really mix up the colors in the months. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that because I don't really want to keep track of what sticky notes I have up there. But I don't want to have like a blue, a pink, a yellow all over because I think it tries to grab my attention in different ways. And it's just not as easy for me to glance down and see things. Okay, so I always use the to-do list down here, or I put a big sticky note with something else that I'm going to want to transfer. I will show you some of my other weeks. I love writing in the good things that happened that week. Sometimes they're just things I accomplished that we got done that were really good. But I might morph it into, which I'll have to put my good things down here or something, because I really do like to have my good things list. I might morph it into my 3 action items, like Get to Work book shows you for every week 3 action items. I really like that idea because I always have such a huge to-do list for every week, which I keep my big weekly to-do list in my ERIN CONDREN hardbound notebook. I have a whole video about that because it won't all fit in here. And so if I just look at that to-do list, and this week I picked 3 action items, and I pick those out as things that I really want to accomplish that week. Maybe they're things I've been putting off, or maybe they're just things that absolutely must get done that week, and it's non-negotiable. It has to happen that week. Then 3 action items would go there. So Get to Work book does that, and I really like that. So, but I really love the focus of the good things that happen that week too. So I might have to move my good things like down here to below my habit tracker, which usually doesn't get filled in with much. This is usually random notes or sticky notes. You can see how my to-do list goes through the week. When I'm planning ahead, I do write some to-do list items in here ahead, but then I always go to my master to-do list in my ERIN CONDREN hardbound notebook, and that's a whole nother video like I mentioned, and I put these in there at the beginning of the week and try to prioritize my week that way. So this is what my weeks have looked like in my passion planner. I love using their printable habit tracker, but I cut it out. I don't need the reward part, and I cut it smaller because I only need this much room. And actually, I'm going down to only tracking 2 habits, I think, right now in the future. So when I cut more down, I think I will even go smaller than this. But I do love just having it already drawn out for me. I don't have to draw boxes. I don't have to figure that out. So I do like that. And it's just really easy to look over my week and see how did I do on that habit. Like and it takes no time to write it in. So I love that about it too. I love that the Passion Planner is just black and white, blank and open. It gives you some really good ideas, like this week's focus, good things that happened, your to-do list, but you can make these to-do lists into anything you want. You could make it into a grocery list. You have this blank space of infinite possibility. I actually would love the notebook if probably the to-do list and the space of infinite possibility started up here at about 5 p.m. and you had that much room. I would love that space for more to-do lists and more blank notes. And I would love just take out the times for me to have an option like that, that you take out the times and you have more note space at the bottom. Who knows, maybe someday they would do that, but that's how I would make Passion Planner into more of an ideal planner for me. I would also ask them to please make these boxes bigger, because when you're writing in your own days, that's writing really tiny, even for the classic size, which is 8.5 by 11. And I like to see my days really big. I want like the day of the week to stand out big. So if they would like cut off the day of the week here and maybe leave you a big white box to write your date in that went all the way to the top, that would totally work for me. So I would love that too. But other than those small things, the Passion Planner really has been functioning perfectly for me. Now, is it the prettiest planner? No. Some people, though, they make their Passion Planner really pretty with tons of stickers and washi tape. And Chelsea at Chelsea Brown Designs, who she makes amazing Passion Planner stickers. I will try to remember to link her down below, but it's Chelsea Brown Designs, in case I forget. She has an Etsy store, and she's also on Instagram. She does beautiful Passion Planner spreads. Now, even if you are not using the monthly reflections, I've honestly only done one monthly reflection in here. It does get you thinking about good things in your life, but even if you are not interested in possibly being disciplined and using that part, because I do a lot of other journaling, and so this is not so important to me because I feel like I do this in my other journaling. And I'm not someone who usually keeps planners for a long time and looks back on them. Now, I will probably keep my planners now that I have this channel for a while, if I need to use them in videos or whatnot. But that's what my weeks end up looking like. That's how I'm using it with my line and ignoring the times. And those are the things I would change about it, but those things are very minor compared to all the things I love about it. I just keep a binder clip on the week that I'm on. That's all I do, this little mini binder clip. And then I keep a binder clip on the month that I'm on. And then I usually keep this ribbon in the beginnings of the note pages. So if I wanted to find the note pages quickly, I could. But then my binder clip is also on the month that I'm on. So it's really easy to flip there. And then since the months are all in a row, you do have your monthly reflection in between. But the months are all in a row. August, September. Yes, there is a monthly reflection in between, but that's it. So all my months are in a row. And like I mentioned, it's super easy for me to find. Everything else about this book functions great for me. And something I have mentioned, one of my very favorite things about Passion Planner is their calendar. She gives you 6 weeks. So you never, 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 ever have to draw a half box right here, because I cannot fit anything in those half boxes. When our month ends up having 5 weeks, or when the month starts on like a Friday or a Saturday and you end up having to go into half boxes down here, I do not like that. So, and I love there's always extra boxes. I can start numbering into the next month, like just in a black pen. So if I need to look ahead, like if I have an appointment on that day, I will always write it in here too, as well as on the next month. And that way, when I'm looking at this month, I will remember, oh, the next day I have an appointment there. So I absolutely love that she gives you 6 calendar rows. That is one of my favorite things about it. So I still love a ton about the Passion Planner. And if you know me, you know that I bought an ERIN CONDREN vertical horizontal. And I'm going to try using it next year because I love all the colors. And I do see how the 3 boxes could function for me, the top box being my go-tos or appointments. But I'll be honest and say I don't know how it's going to compare to this for me. I may end up back in my Passion Planner. So that's how much I still like it. I'm not feeling any pull to leave it. Now, of course, I still have my daily to-do list that I do, and I still have my weekly to-do list that I do in my ERIN CONDREN hardbound notebook. But this is my weekly planner with my monthly views, and I like how it's functioning. So that's it for now. That's my like 3.5 month update for my passion planner. And I will try to remember to keep updating every month or two. So because just like I morphed and changed a little bit with the line, you never know how you're going to change your planner to work for you. All right, guys, thanks for watching and have a great day. Happy planning. Till next time. Bye-bye.